We did see them one time do it with Febby pulling the lane back for 23 Savage to go super greedy.
I guess it is actually just the same idea, right? It's just like either they had the Chen playing with the Bristleback secure for Ev's lane. The Enigma denies also secure for Ev's lane. So.
I think they might have taken the Timbersaw if Mineski didn't, because Forev with the Timber with a pulled back lane is pretty scary.
Yeah. Well, I like the Timber as well against the Enigma denies, right? Timber is a hero that can actually be like, oh, hey, you guys are pulling your wave all the way back to the tower? Oh, hey, I'm under your tower. What's going on under here, guys? It's nice to see you.
Yeah.
So I think the Timbersaw is cool for that. Put the Timber in the 2v1 potentially and still have it go pretty well.
No surprise to see that Rubik.
Oh, that's sick.
Here we go.
They want it earlier.
Naga.
So the question is, are they going to try and do the same thing they did before, where they like go and farm the enemy jungle aggressively while cutting the waves? Or are we going to see more of like Naga Siren farming underneath her own tower because you're expecting that Timbersaw is going to be trying to backlane and she can handle that? I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, plenty of options.
They gotta ban Lesh here, right? Lesh is like, okay. Lesh is the go-to Naga counter. That's the easiest one.
They ban the puck. Gunner's got to do something else.
Yeah, Mineski can't exactly. It's harder to pick like Pango here because they've already taken Timbersaw. So unless they want to play like Moon on the Pango, then it's unlikely.
They end up banning the Lina.
So now the Kunkka kind of stands out here, right, for Gunner. Same thing, lots of team fight, some control for the Timbersaw.
It's nice. Although Timber loves to build Yules, and it's pretty good against him.
Oh, how can we forget about OD? He has been first phase banned in a lot of consecutive matches.
He was replaced by the Shaman. That was the ban.
Yeah. So now they will get this big hard hitter in the mid.
And now you think about the Kunkka and you're like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So what else do they play? Do they like...
Sniper.
Do they go Pugna or something? Sniper might be cool.
Wait, is it actually... I don't know if it's the Shaman replacing the OD.
I think so, because Jinesbrus were banning it, right?
Yeah, they go Pugna.
It's like the sides have flipped, and now Mineski are banning Ember as well. It feels like the Ember almost got banned instead, but... Yeah, okay. So this is the...
Great Pugna.
Yes,
very good.
Much better than the Sniper in terms of having a Nog on your team already, right? Like, these are the two lane matchups that we talk about, the Pugna or the Sniper.
So this is the thing, though. Like, so those are each immediate snap picks coming out, right? Like, thinking about, okay, what's the answer to this? What's the answer to this? I'm worried that, like, Jinesbrus' draft, normally it's about creating chaos for this Naga Siren to get out of control. Is that really what, like, Pugna does if there's an Enigma that's out there? Like, Enigma kind of wants to be FK farming. Naga kind of wants to be FK farming. I'm worried there's not going to be, because the next hero is going to be a March hero. So, like, who plays with the Pugna?
Pugna's not nearly as elusive as, like, the other heroes that we've been seeing Gunner playing. So that's a little bit concerning. And I'm wondering if this Pugna could potentially end up being along the same lines as, like, the Viper pick in the previous game, where it's in theory, it's the counter to the OD, right?
Yeah.
Is it the counter in practice? Like, if OD just doesn't come to any fights early and he waits for a BKB timing, then what happens? Like, if he just goes and farms Treads, Kaya, Blink, BKB before he turns up to any fight.
But does he lose all of his towers?
That's it. Maybe. Could happen.
Depends on what how fast Jinesbrus can go. Like, what if they went for something like the Beastmaster? Maybe not necessarily a Beastmaster because of the Timbersaw, but...
So they got the Oracle to purge off the Decrep now as well. It's pretty helpful against Pugna. What else is it for?
It's a really good Jakiro game for Jinesbrus, I think.
Oh, yeah. Song setup.
The only problem is the Rubik.
Lay down some fire.
I'd almost rather see this be like a Forev Enigma, and then like pick up other supports here last, so that way you can at least like run on with somebody behind the Pugna.
Grimstroke is interesting. I feel like it's mostly for the Phantom this game almost. Against the Timber and the OD.
But like, this is the thing that's weird, right? Like, they ban the Doom, but what's March playing? Is it like...
I think they assume March is playing Grimstroke. They're going to have Febby Enigma, and then they would have gone for the Forev Doom. But they could still do the Forev Beastmaster if they want to, even though, like, Oracle's good against single target, but the Roar's pretty good against the OD, which is like big juicy BKB target that you want to focus down, and they could just push with those 4 heroes. It would be kind of scary, right? Enigma, the Eidolons, and the Beastmaster, and then a Pugna and a Grimstroke.
Oh, yeah, this is different. So this is a switch up.
Okay.
So they have their own Dispel now. Not doing a whole lot this game.
Isn't Ench kind of notoriously weak right now?
I think that's actually really strong because you can get the creeps now, and it's one of the few heroes that can get like the broken creeps level 1.
That's an interesting dynamic. That is true.
Is this going to be like?
Is that enough though to warrant the pick?
Is this a March Enchantress or is it a
I think it's Febby, and then Frev's playing the Enigma. It could be a Frev Ench, but.
Like, what do you buy on her? What do you... I mean, I get that she's hard to right-click in the lane. She dominates lanes. But then, like, what do you do mid-game?
Do you buy auras? Do you buy damage? Do you...
I'm a little confused.
And you don't have, like... Chen's got the teleport. And the healing aura. He's got other utility. Ench is just... Either if you're a support, you're going to do mediocre damage. And you don't have a permanent creep.
I think we've only seen her versus Darkseer lately.
Yes, that was the matchup I was picturing, but couldn't remember.
So you can. What's the Dispel? I guess just Fate's Edict.
I think nothing. I don't think they're even picking it for the Dispel.
I think they're just picking it for strong lanes, and
they must have a plan, some sort of a build.
She's like the strong laner that doesn't transition into anything after winning the lane.
It's really cool.
It's Undying 2.0.
Against, I think if you get farm, it's really good against Timbersaw.
In what sense? Like with the impetus? Yeah, okay.
So I kind of would rather see it be a Forev Enchantress here.
I mean, you're definitely not wrong if she gets early farm. I mean, she can put out a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen an Ench get a lot of farm priority.
I don't like a Weaver this game.
Dude, what do they even play?
Weaver.
Yeah. Whoa, the sniper rifle.
Get him.
I think we killed this draft, by the way.
Yeah, we all got that Ench. Fucking slayed it.
Get out of here.
And it is a Forev Ench, so she's going to be in the 3, getting some farm priority.
I really am looking forward to see what his build is.
Yeah.
And how he's going to play this. I like the Mineski lineup because I'm scared of the Ench to back it.
I think so as well.
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in this Moon OD, even against the Pugna pick. So I am going in for Mineski.
I am a Moon fan, but I think that Jinesbrus, I feel like you don't just randomly pick Ench. Somebody on that team said, I want Ench, it's going to let me carry the game, it's Forev, I'm going to own this whoever. So I'm believing in him. I'm believing in Forev.
It's an exciting hero because it can really rack up a bunch of kills, and that's how Forev used to win all these games on J-Storm, is that they would just give him Mirana, and he would kill like 7 people at the start of the game, and you're just like, I don't know how this guy's doing it, and then the next game he looked like not Forev again.
Right.
Yeah. Potato Panel has decided then? Are you guys...
Mineski? All Mineski?
No, I'm
he's
Jinesbrus.
I'm Mineski.
All right, a split panel.
What about you?
I think Mineski. I think I gotta favor the OD. There's a reason this hero's been first phase banned almost every game.
All right, well, the little intros are happening. If you want to take us on in there, I don't know, we can just pop on in. You guys can see the beautiful 23 Savage Naga Siren intro.
She is and she's just hanging out in the back.
Gorgeous. Coming down the runway.
What a pretty lady.
Indeed.
Okay. We are into it. Game number 3. The break point here in this series. The winner of this will be 1 win away from the International. High fives all around.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Hub, Bot TI, and the International. What more could you ask for in life?
More money.
What a surprise.
A house.
All right. Well,
a wife. A baby.
Go ahead and ruin it. Well,
I've got a lot of problems, Trent. You're a step ahead of me.
I can tell.
Moon. He's going mid. He's going to be up against the Pugna. How does this matchup go in lane? Is it a lane counter, or is it supposed to be more of a mid-game team fight counter when it comes to the Pugna?
It's definitely more of a mid-game thing.
Yeah,
but the lane is also fine because he's so fast.
Yeah, and the decrypt's annoying. I know that.
Yeah, you can't bully him, but you still have astral shenanigans you can do as OD, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on the mid lane because we don't get to see it that often.
No, definitely not.
Usually the Pugna gets banned out from the OD pickers in the past like 4 or 5 months. But lately, OD's just being snap picked and picked all the time, and everyone's been ignoring the Pugna. So we'll see if it's well worth it here.
Well, it seems TJMM want to do a little bit of lane shenanigans. The unicorn, she is actually a unicorn, Trent. I did not know that there was a unicorn set.
There you go. It's like the Coddle one, too.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All right, relax.
3 bounties for TJMM. But they will put Forev in the solo safe lane, and that means they are going to aggro try with the Naga Siren, it looks like.
So similar to what we saw last time, right? This whole idea of...
Febi's going up top.
Yeah, but he's going to be jungling. Because the whole point is that you use the Enigma to pull back one of the lanes, and you want to do it in the lane they have 23 Savage in. Because they have a very binary way of playing 23 Savage. He
farms.
Yeah, he farms.
And then
they
he
either
farms.
win or they lose.
And then he fights after
It's like he farms for 20 minutes, and then it's like, team, have we won or lost the game? He kind of feels like a win more player. Where if his team still has to win the early game. I guess that's not necessarily true because they almost turned it around in in one of the games versus Adroit earlier. But
I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily disagree. We haven't seen a ton of versatility out of Savage. And
his impact in the first 20 minutes is impressively minimal for a position 1 player.
Yes, and I think inversely, his mid-game impact has been fairly exceptionally high in a lot of these games, especially when he gets like the Morphling or something.
Yeah.
So he kind of makes up for it, and I think that's partially why we've been praising him so much. But here, when it's all on the line, sometimes you got to switch it up. The same old is not enough. Check in on this Moon versus Gunner matchup here, the Pugna and OD. And then, of course, we are going to keep some eyes up on Forev's Enchantress, who will be under assault. They go for the level 1 Nature's Attendance, a 3-on-1. The Ench does not have a lot of survivability outside of the heal. Do they have the damage? It's close, but not enough. Thought they would actually have the right clicks.
It's kind of worrisome, though, because the level 3, for example, on the Oracle, that's a lot of magic damage. Oh, they're trying to make the play. They're wondering if Forev will come back to the waves. They pre-charge the Fortune's End on the Weaver. Very sneaky.
That's something. Bimbo going to bump into Febi here in the jungle. Get some eyes. Sees the Eidolons. Knows what's up. Weaver having a fine time to start off this lane. Just about even with the Naga. But as Baseket mentioned during the draft, Timbersaw pretty good at kind of handling this pressure, regardless of who he's up against. And KP absolutely having a fine lane. Up top now. Enchantress in some trouble. Forev on the run. They'll have it this time.
There it is.
First blood for the baby.
And Nico Baby instantly TVs back to the tower
now that's
to get
a
the
carry
last
player.
hits. Yeah.
Now that's a carry player.
He knows what he's doing.
I like that. That's value.
I was all excited to watch the mid lane, and then I forgot to. Looks like just another Astral to Gunner. He still gets the deny onto that range creep, though.
It's surprisingly even. They're kind of interrupting each other between the Astrals and the Decreps. They're theory of mutual destruction here.
And March is lurking around here, too. So perhaps hoping that Moon will step a little bit out of pace here. KP just going to farm up the creeps inside the jungle. We're not in the lane anymore.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Boring old Enigma, just farming it up. Rubik trying to decide where he's most needed. And yeah, not a whole lot between March and Raging Potato, eh? They're just, one guy's kind of camping mid a little bit. He's under a ward. The Rubik's running back and forth between the areas. Down bottom, the Nog and the Timber aren't really getting anything going on here either. Looks like Moon has hit a bit of a problem point here, though. Gunner's starting to zone him out pretty hard whenever he steps up.
A little break point for the Pugna.
Forev is truly 1v3ing, though.
No, they did kill him once. That's the only issue. But this is the stage of the game where Ench feels pretty good. 2 points in Untouchable, 2 points in Attendance.
I mean, he's still level 4 and able to come back like this, so impressive nonetheless. The only problem is that the Nature's Attendance, the cooldown doesn't get any better. It's always at level 30 or 35 seconds. So even now, they could just maybe go on him again because they have relatively short cooldowns.
Yeah. He isn't really getting much farm, nor is he denying much farm, though, is the huge issue. Weaver is really having an okay time. Behind a couple CS on the Naga, but he did get that first blood gold, so that kind of makes up for it.
March again back in the mid lane here. With the stroke, they might be able to get this with another decrep. Moon had the ward here too, but no, Gunnar not going to try and run it down. And despite the last hit advantage there, as 21-6 to the 20-9, obviously very close, there's been way more spam put forth onto Moon. So he's about 400 gold behind Gunnar right now, just because he has to keep buying all this regen to keep up with the decrep blasts. And the 5-minute boundary rune up top. Rev sitting on top, but you're also watching one there too. But they get the telekinesis and chuck him back.
Looks like it will go even. Bimbo gonna walk up and grab the other. Okay, 2 for 2. Gunnar take a couple of love taps, but which way is this gonna go? Moon takes a Q.
Just another pretty quiet early game from these two teams. 5.5 minutes, 1 kill. And you have everyone's kind of playing next to each other. Like, you have Farev dancing back and forth with the heals. You've got 23 Savage playing inside the Radiant jungle, just pulling these waves in, but they can't really contest because you got Febby in here too with the Eidolons. A very strange Dota happening here today as these teams try and create the strangest Dota they can make it to TI. Raging Potato.
Mid. They're going to find him, and that should be a dead Rubik. Lots of burst damage, and the Dire will get up on the board. Yeah. Other side, Febby putting some hurt into the Boogie.
Can he get the deny? Yep.
And a lot of right clicks as well. TP home. Oh!
All right. Febby moved those items. I don't know if he's going to get it or not, though. It's kind of close.
Pretty close. I thought Naga might rotate up and try to find that kill. Probably why he felt forced to TP. Would have been a pincer play the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
So, looking good for Jinesbrus. And this kind of passive play will benefit the team that has the superior jungle clear. And Enigma definitely gives you the advantage in that regard. So not surprised to see a net worth edge. Naga, #1 on net worth. She's now cutting creep, so she's just fine. However, there is a Midas up on Nico, able to get away with this first item. No boots, no Wraith Band, straight Midas.
Yeah,
so
that's the advantage of the Weaver in this game too, to like picking it like that. And his whole mid game looks good. One of the concerns would be the Grimstroke. Can be a little bit annoying with Fam's Embrace, but invisibility, of course, always able to help you out there too. So just getting outside of the sentry range. And he's gonna hop right on the Forever. They did do their little play up top, and the combination of the Timber Chain from KP. Quick kill, but yeah, you're seeing in the mid lane, they're moving on the Moon at the same time.
Yeah, double rotations. Bimbo gonna be okay. Decrep onto March, keeps him safe from those tower shots. So they go 1 for 1. Jinesbrus should be pretty happy with that, trading Enchantress for the space that they can seize mid to get the OD.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before they can bring down this tower, but still working on it there. And then March gonna lose the battle.
Was he trying to shrine and got popped too close to it?
I believe he was still really low, right? Because he just got saved with the tower shots, and he just got cut off to the shrine.
Okay.
By Ninja Boogie.
Meanwhile, Radiant jungle. Moon finds an Enigma. Febby looking for the TP. That won't happen. Ambitious play there as Bimbo comes in with the interrupt. And Moon will deny the deny, a.k.a. find the kill.
Precisely. Well, now Nico Baby has transferred his position down bottom next to the Naga here. Does see the clarity, so he knows which one is real, but that's going to put the Timber Saw up top here for KPs. He's just going to start grabbing the waves behind Forev. Mid lane, again, more harassment here onto Moon. No rotations coming from other Dire heroes, but Ninja Boogie comes through and just puts a little bit of harass back onto Gunnar. Not a great start to this game from Moon. He's below the Ench in terms of net worth, and he's even 1,000 gold behind that Pugna. They're chasing up after KP in the top lane here too. Not an easy hero to get, but they brought a lot.
Find him. Big time magic damage. Between the Ench ulti and all that damage from the Pugna, this is the big advantage of Pugna over Timber, man. Big time magical burst. Who cares about reactive? Certainly not Pugna. Savage. Song on the way. Oh, come on. It thinks the illusions are the same as the real heroes. Assisted camera operator, please.
It's a bit silly. He's trying to keep up the illusion of the illusions. So
Yeah.
it's fine.
But either way, nice song TP. That's one of the great things about the Naga. You can farm in enemy territory like that because you have this get out of jail free card that basically no other position 1 has at 9 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't work that often. You know, once every 3 minutes or so. So you can't be too crazy. But
Still.
you're right. It is a very powerful tool.
It's nice that she can do that.
Yeah.
Dyer's bottom.
Ench having a fine time here. 3K net worth. Looks like just a Hurricane Pike potentially. Dragonlance first, and then
Jeez,
maybe
these
a
are
pipe.
some low-level supports camp on the high ground.
Sure are. Moving in on to Ninja Boogie. The Dyer ready to invade. There is no black hole here. Rubik onto the high ground. Not going to make it as they bring him down.
Moon comes in. He's going to get this bounty ring, but he might pay for it.
Up to the high ground we go. Stroke. A lot of damage from Gunner inbound. The right click's starting to stack up, but it won't be enough. Moon's dead. Jinesbrus coming out big.
Yeah, that was a bit too wild for me.
Bounties did they get? Looks like 2 for 2. Another even spread.
Back onto Frev here. They have the telekinesis. If he steps too far forward, they might be able to quickly chop him down. But
Bevy's here though.
yeah,
And this time he has the black hole. So maybe not the easiest setup. Rubik's only level 5, and
just
they'll
do
just
it.
burn it.
yeah.
Great use of the cooldown.
You can't black hole anyone when Rubik's around anyway, so take the opportunity to kill him.
Give him the business.
I like what KP did there. He went into the trees almost as if he was going to start TPing, and then he just TP'd right back to his thing. Okay, I thought he was just going to cut the next wave, but he did just die, like right up behind the tier 1 and the tier 2, so maybe thinking that's not the best idea for him.
Little nervous for Mineski though. Looking at this gold graph, it's a solid 3K, 3,500 net worth lead. Nice experience edge as well. Naga number 1 on the charts. Weaver looking for a Maelstrom up next, but this early game going great for Jinesbrus.
Yeah, Timber is not quite the scary hero that you need him to be yet in this game. I'd like to see him trying to get some kills and maybe see this Weaver kind of do the same thing.
Is he ever gonna be? It feels like anytime KP gets involved, the Pugna's right there to just shut him down.
Yeah, there is way more focus in the draft on the Timber than there has been in the past. That is definitely true.
And now you hit this break point where there's an Aether Lens out on Pugna, and KP is not really that close to a hood. He can only be so brave.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Reb just sproinking around here.
Ownage. Radiant's bottom tower's got
Okay.
Savage gets a freebie on Bimbo.
While we're watching to see if they're going to dive Frev.
structures.
And now it does begin with the Timber and the Oracle.
Radiant's bottom
How many people are going to come and assist?
Has some
Still have
stick
the bugs,
charges.
too.
Has the attendants. Locked in place. The Chakram doing some hurt, but Forev
You know, he has TP.
tanky enough, and he's just going to TP out. Oracle was coming, or not Oracle, rather, I think it was the Grimstroke.
Yeah, it was. And he canceled and was like, oh, okay, cool.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And he TPs to the tier 2, so now Ninja Boogie just getting whomped by the impetus.
They should still get the tower, though, but at the same time, Gunner's pressuring a tier 2. So they're forced to glyph for this.
Dire Snow fortified their structure.
All right, Pugna can definitely siege this. Spamming out those nether blasts. Glyph comes out for the Dire.
What's happening to Radiant's bottom tower?
Helps delay this push. Nico Baby still pretty committed.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is gone. Just a
That was worth. Good rotation. The Timber goes bottom. He'll shove that out. And the fears of the Kaya Blink BKB on the OD are pretty far away here. He is the lowest of the cores in the game. Not by too much, but he is also dying.
Yep, good read here. He used his Astral.
Oh. I said dying. He's not dead. He's living. The wand.
Still, that's scary, though. I mean, that's your mid-hero. That's your big boy.
And now a
Smoke
smoke. So the super early game rotations have not been the forte of either team really so far this series, but these mid game ones right around like 10 to 15, lots of those. And here we go again, not even gonna need the black hole. It's back in 4, 3, 2, 1. Not necessary.
They will finish him off.
Up top now.
KP struggling. Frev finds it.
Oh, jeez. That was a
Bimbo.
3v1, dude.
Bimbo. This Enchantress performing so much better than expected. Frev is doing it. Is Ench a sleeper hero, Trent?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Are they just playing around it perfectly right now? They just don't have the right heroes to deal with it? I mean, Magical Burst is very good, and they are pretty light on Magical Burst outside of the OD, and he's so far behind, he ain't bursting shit.
Yeah, that is definitely part of it. They also don't have a lot of stuns, as we've seen by the fact you just like TP away.
Yeah, that's definitely another problem. Now into the Weaver. He is silenced here. Nico Baby only with a Midas.
Oh my god!
Destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. The tips as well, right on top. Gunnar playing so well on this Pugna this game.
Jeez, that was instantaneous. The Nether Blast for 423, the Life Drain for 324 right after.
Damn.
And, I mean, you look at the stun from the Inkswell into a Silence, into a Malefice, as well as a Decrep. Not a real good chance to pop the ulti.
How come nobody on the Radiant's building a pipe or even a hood?
Well, who would build it?
Timber?
Timber needs a Yules. Not wrong. He's to deal with Decrep. He's to deal with Malefice.
I'd be tempted to stop off for the hood first.
Well, that still is not a pipe.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I see why he feels like he needs the Yules. In on the Nico, another beautiful Soulbind. They were just ready and waiting. 2 down on Mineski.
It doesn't even look fair.
I mean, to be fair, that's what snowballing Pugna looks like. He does so much burst damage, it doesn't feel fair.
How fast are these games going to go?
And it's sort of the hallmark of this hero, but you're right, we're playing ping pong.
These are just stomps back and forth. Up top as well, I see a dying Rubik perhaps. He's very low.
Yeah, Bimbo forced to hang out in the tree line, and Forev just going to finish off this tower. He's got a siege creep, he'll tank it, no big deal. Creeps don't know what to do, they're just standing there.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Rubik going for the big play deny, but does not get it. 10K net worth now, 12-4. And this is all space creative for Naga. You look at that net worth gap, and yikes. Yeah. Savage is just...
And he's about to have a defusal.
There it is.
17-minute Manta defuse. Triple Wraith Band.
Very farmed Naga.
God, this guy farms so fast. All right, the full-on chase. We got 4 heroes. Can we kill an Ench? No. The answer's no.
Negative. She's speedy, Trent. Look at that.
She trots.
3-7-3.
Oh, she's a great gallop animal. Can you hear it?
I can
very
hear
soft. It's very,
Well, she's got small hooves, you see.
Yes, it's got the small tones of a Purge patch note.
They had to give her a softer sound than the Centaur. Clippity, cloppity, clippity, cloppity. The Centaurs are loud.
Yes, clearly. They have hooves. Hers are like, they're just hooves.
I mean, it sounds like a damn stampede up here. That's a lot of legs. 2 heroes. Boogie. Pulling the creeps. Okay, not going to pursue. Whoa. Oh, I thought that was the tier 3. I was like, no way. All right, Gunnar gets the tier 2 mid. Now they're going to go in onto OD. It's not even a fight. The OD's just dead.
It looked like he already has a dag on.
Not quite.
No. Oh, the black hole.
It's the song of the siren.
Rubik's on the high ground, but he's stunned too.
Can they get both? Is he going to go for it? Febby, he's doing the math. He's got the ruler. Oh, he misses it. But they might still kill Rubik. Never mind. He gets the interrupt. Timber goes one way and back into the base. March going in hard. He'll fall, but they get the boogie. 3 down. No buybacks. Nico was soulbound, but he'll be okay now. Jumping out of the base, trying to finish off Febby. The nice defensive decrep keeps him alive.
Dire Courier did die.
Still a tier 2. So they were at the high ground, but not quite. Now the Radiant TPing out, looking for a punishment here. Ninja Boogie dies immediately. OD probably going to go down. Very aggressive play, and OD with the Blink Dagger makes it back, but for how long? Gunner in hot pursuit, finds him with a decrep, looking for some magic damage. Astral does not keep him alive. Forev with a triple. Now Rubik going to get caught by a net. Follow-up Q, the Nether Blast hurts. Ultra kill now for Forev. Almost a rampage.
Yeah, that was so close to being a rampage if there was a sentry down.
And now they will get this tier 2. So a little bit of a sloppy fight out of TJMM, but it matters not.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's a 14k lead at 20 minutes, and now the Dagon comes out to help increase their burst power.
Just what they needed.
I do that.
All right, Yules is out. Timber still not looking for any kind of magic resistance. Mechanism up next. Telling you, bud, they need the pipe.
Well, that would be great, but easier said than done.
Well, you're not
They
wrong
can't,
on that one.
You know, just perform alchemy and make gold out of nowhere.
Is this a game where you can make an argument that KP should just buy a cloak? Like just a cloak.
The casual?
Yeah, I mean, if you upgrade it, cool. You know, maybe you want a pipe later. You know you can't get it now, but just a cloak. I guess the bracers do help make a big difference, but
I mean, maybe one bracer could be a hood. I think is worth discussing.
You know, like I want to see a cloak instead of that quelling blade, because you're just getting blown up. And now with the Dagon, I mean, they can almost like full to zero him.
You know, Trinity Savage was pretty involved early on this game. He's 7-0 and 10.
Yeah, I think he was.
Sorry, that's Gunner.
He's 0.
But he is pretty involved. 2-0 and 5, like actually showing up for a couple of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gunner 7-0 and 10. Absolutely ridiculous this game.
Well, Bimbo, sit out. Yeah, maybe he heard you flaming him on the panel and decided to change it up.
What did I flame him for?
Playing the same style, just farming, not doing anything for 20 minutes.
Oh no, that's Trinity Savage. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like how involved he's been. -1 next, one on the Nether Blast cooldown. So gonna make this game even quicker.
Tier 3 falls. Now the high ground siege. Already a buyback from Ruby Tuesday.
I'm impressed that Nico Baby's getting a tier 3.
He's doing what he can.
Unlikely to matter. Zodi goes to cut the wave behind them.
And of course, Nico is going to get pulled back. Will not commit.
Dire's bottom tower is being
And they are going to back out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, Moon. Nice rotation through the pit. Looks like they'll maybe grab this shrine before they retreat.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Yeah, I think Gunner will be enough to send Nico packing. And there is the heart, the hood, the pipe.
Oh, that's a lot of items. Now, BKB does come out onto the Weaver, but... Ooh, a black hole. They're going to find Moon.
Jeez. This dog is ridiculous.
Webster. Oh. She's got a great taunt laugh.
She really does. It's very shrill.
It's got that very pretentious sound to it. Like, oh, you thought you could kill me? Oh. I like it a lot. Big fan. You got to get in their heads, Trent.
Well, I think they're all up in my head. I'm impressed. And on the game, after what happened before with Mineski, I thought they really knew what Jinesbrus was all about, and Jinesbrus has shown us a bit of a different side. Some of the same stuff, but definitely some different stuff with the Pugna and the Ench.
This Naga is just moving on in. 1v4, they are going to retreat. I guess Forev was inbound, but they see that Naga. They are running for the hills. Bottom now, tier 3 standing. Rubik does manage to grab a steal on the Nature's Attendants.
Yeah, a couple of smokes ready here, and they will wear off, but high ground we go.
Look at Forev's positioning.
They have the song set up here.
Charging in the front line. Remember, they don't have black hole, so the song doesn't set up for as much.
That is true.
And they might try to just take the fight. There is not a glyph for the Radiant either, so they can just focus structures and try to siege this down if the illusions are going to be able to repel like this. KP very low, but he'll survive. Meanwhile, in the back, it's just all Nico, baby. He's trying to focus down the team, or the back line, but kind of can't.
And they're still getting his tower.
March and Febby will survive. They force out the time lapse with an ensnare. Impetus is chunking.
I think Frev believes he's reached unkillable status here.
Well, he might not be wrong with that assessment.
He's got just about as much int as the OD, so
yeah,
kind of difficult to deal with him.
And feels almost like a free lane of barracks. Red stands in the front.
They should just GG.
And that's it. I just think they have no options. You cannot kill these heroes. Nico's doing everything he can.
They're so split right now.
Like, he's trying to pick on the weak ones, but they'll just dust him straight up. BKB down. He does have a time lapse. March does get got by Moon. Song of the Siren now. Another spread out fight. Savage will just TP. Gunner grabs one on the way out. But they might pick up a kill onto Gunner here. He's very low on mana. Has a Glimmer, Remember, and the Aegis.
That's a lot of gold.
Oh my gosh. No detection. Oh, Dust was on cooldown. OD had it in his backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is brutal. Well, a hold from Mineski. They keep that top lane standing.
Did I do that?
They killed one of the supports.
So,
a brutal game 3 from Mineski fans.
Febby just looking for the solo side lane pickoff, so he knows about the Rubik. He'll pop the trees and hope he finds something.
I mean, I do think that's a really good way to play around the Rubik counter pick.
Yeah.
If you're an Enigma. We haven't seen as many teams do that, but it's a really great play.
Yeah, might as well, except you're just getting a solo pickoff and be happy about it.
Yeah. He does have BKB, no Blink Dagger.
So last lane, I'd say it was, what, 2 lost lanes for Jinesbrus and 1 sort of a wash, kind of evenish. This game, the Ench Weaver was maybe the closest, I feel like, to a wash. I don't know, the Weaver got some farm, but the Ench getting the kills definitely helped.
Yep.
Oh, Pugna? Whoa, what are you doing?
Song of the Siren.
Oh,
there's the reset. Febby trying to do this again. Does he grab the Rubik? No! It's another miss, but they're going to have to counter it with something because he's got the BKB on. Oh, the stolen black hole.
On illusions.
Wow, you got him. Now the OD under assault. Nico Baby also taking some damage. Shoots out the bugs. Moon forced to BKB as he heads back towards the well. Mineski hanging on surprisingly well. It's a very spread out fight with the Enchantress still in the base, just repelling the whole team of Mineski, it feels like. Nico Baby no longer with an ultimate or a BKB. Huge burst from Gunner, not enough to finish him off, but it will repel to the well. This will be the end of this tier 3 glyph. Buys it a few seconds.
Well, they're holding up for everything. They have 16 stolen in on the OD. When he can get past the Naga illusions, maybe he can find a play.
20 seconds on Naga ult, so they will have a reset coming up soon. Now Hex onto the Timber. Boom! Buyback from KP immediately. Nico just trying to clear out these Eidolons, but it's a futile effort. In the wise words of the Borg, resistance is futile, Trent.
Yes, please.
Mineski.
I give. Uncle.
They're just watching it go. The slow bleed. Febby, TP home. He makes it. And we missed another kill on March. Moon mans up, drops the hammer, does finish off Gunner. Bimbo actually gets credit for that, and they will pick up Forev. All right, seems they have found a way to resist the Borg. But
Perhaps hoping to put a little bit of mental game into this one by making Mineski play it out.
Yeah, to what avail?
Making Jinesbrus play it out.
I mean, it's not like they defended the barracks. You know, you ended my streak for megas. I think I can live with that if I'm Gunner.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, I'm gonna say win percent here and 1%.
I'm gonna say 0.
Wow, you sniped it.
Yeah, I knew it.
You sniped it.
Big fat goose egg.
Maybe you're half cyborg as well. What do I
Maybe.
know?
I don't think they're making the breadstick. I think it's going to be 0 the rest of the game.
They're stuck at the bagel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got nothing else. This felt almost like an outdraft in the way we saw it executed. You know, like you said up top, Forev got some okay farm, Weaver farmed, but it was just so much space creation. I guess that's the power of the Ench. You can 1v3 a lane and still feel okay about it. You're not dying. Maybe you're trading.
For my cause.
But just the nature of 1v3 opens up so much space around the map, and it kind of crippled the OD. Guardians on the way for KP. Trent, can you explain to me why Guardians makes more sense than a Hood or a Pipe?
Well, in this game, he does have some annoying stuff to deal with, like the Malthus that we talked about, right? He's looking for the Dispel. He's got the Decrep. Yeah, you're talking about the Pipe. Even if he has the Pipe, the Decrep, and all that amplification, he'll get more value out of just getting rid of the Decrep.
That is an interesting point.
Like if he has a Pipe and he gets decrept Dagon 5'd, he'd rather just not be decrept, I think. And it's still gonna help him, like help the rest of the team too. But
kinda.
I mean, I don't think whatever item he buys will matter in the end.
Well,
right?
not anymore. No. But I mean, now that we're at this point, we don't have much else to talk about.
No,
so
you're right. So it is indeed time to
go with me here, man.
Yeah, I'm there. How about this big golden roast piggy?
I love golden piggies.
That's exciting.
I hear if you turn him into a pig, he drops an extra cheese.
Oh yeah, is that the strats? Wow.
1% of the time though.
Yeah, tell your folks.
And looks like, oh, not gonna get lucky here. Okay, just a single cheese.
Yeah. Now, remember to spread that information all around everyone. Clearly true. My dad works at Nintendo. And now they're going to take that Aegis and cheese and begin this terrible march. I don't know how they're going to do it. How will they get high ground into the Megas? I see a giant green line up top drawn here by Febby. He's had enough.
Reb on the front lines. Just taunting him here. They go in onto the Ench. Can they bring him down? That's a cheese. Moon has already used the ulti. Black hole on 2. Connects. Weaver's down. And down goes the Oracle as well. GG is called. And TJMM take Game 3 in the best-of-5 series, the grand finals of this Southeast Asian regional qualifier. 1 win away from Shanghai 2019.
Hi, panel.